Once Upon a Die is a twisted fantasy adventure podcast meant for adults. Content warnings can be found in the episode description. Hello and welcome to Once Upon a Die, the live play D&D podcast where natural ones just mean more fun. I'm Sean McCallan, and I also play Jeff Buffgate, the business bard. And I'm gonna do my Tessia's bet right now, as we all are going around the circle. And my bet is going to be for Goon E.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Sean. My name is Jonathan Curran, and I play the Artificer Goon E, and I will be placing my Tessia's bet on Charvalko tonight.
My name is Justin. I play Halen van Lichtenstein. And Tessia forbid, I am abstaining today.
Pussy.
Yeah, that's like no fun.
Why abstain on today? Today of all days.
Today's the day I need to abstain.
My name is Austin Wolf, and I play Charvalko, and I will be betting on Halen.
Shocker, moving on.
My name is Grace Lee. I play Melee, and my bet is going to be on Cody.
Ooh.
That is the safest bet, because it's just at any of his characters. That seems like
he rolls more than we do.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's backfired on Grace quite a few times.
Just the one time.
But I believe that brings it around to me. Hello, I am Cody White, your dungeon game master. And I do believe that I'm going to be voting on Jeff Buffgate this round. I have a feeling that he's not going to be too lucky.
Everyone voted on somebody entirely different this.
That's good, though. It's fun. You know what's not fun? When a player abstains. When a player abstains.
Yeah,
don't pick on Justin. He's fine.
One's bet against me for the past 3 sessions, I think.
Because we believe in you too much, Grace.
Justin voted on you last time.
I don't get voted on very often. I was surprised to get the first vote. I was happy to get the first vote.
People forget your name.
I also haven't rolled a 1 in quite some time.
Yeah, it has been a while, but you had a string of them.
I did.
That's what I remember.
In one episode, I did. I had a pretty severe string of them. Or at least just low rolls in general.
Let's see. If I remember correctly, our party had pulled off their plan to distract the guards of Doorshop while Dango led his flock to safety. On the elevator ride down, the party realized that Jeff was not looking so hot and decided to see what they could do to help. And Jeff revealed that he was in fact a Chapedin, a race of toys blessed with life by Ivania herself. Although things were not as simple as that, as the group could plainly see that Jeff was anything but a Chapedin. After escaping the pit beneath Doorshop, our party and the freed slaves of Doorshop were transported safely to Ellie's hut, where they devised a plan for the upcoming Crescent Moon ritual.
And that's where we are now. We all find our party getting a nice stretch in after a short rest in Ellie's hut. It's about 4 in the afternoon. The sun is just hanging above the horizon, and you know that all of you are about to be heading off to a big ol' ritual on Crescent Moon Island. I know we were all figuring out a little bit of a plan, but what are you all doing as you?
So where are we exactly? We're outside of Ellie's hut. Inside Ellie's hut.
We're all hanging out.
All right, friends. You only got a couple more hours before the ritual tonight. Do we have a plan? Do we have some things we might want to take care of?
So
Yeah,
Jeff is set.
before-
I've set up like a little, just anything that I could find that's like head shaped. I don't know, like melon or something. And I'm just I'm trying to practice with Alexi to put the glasses on the front of it. I'm trying to train Alexi.
Did you draw eyes on it?
Yeah, I drew eyeballs on it
So
to try and get Alexi to put the glasses on it.
we all were last episode. We were in a private chamber discussing what was going on, and the plan that we have so far is that
Targus.
3 of us, I think, have vials of oil that we will throw on sand, and then Ellie herself is going to fire off a fireball to turn him into glass.
Yeah.
And then from there, I don't think we really know. After that, it's really just to try and help Targus capture as many of the souls that are sacrificing themselves as possible.
Yeah.
So, question. What do we do about all of the cultists that are left over that are not too happy that we defeat Sand? If we defeat Sand, like, how are we supposed to escape? We're going to be surrounded.
They're trying to give up their souls, so maybe they will be more of husks.
Well, we also have the army of slaves. Freed slaves.
Freed
now.
slaves, yeah.
An army of slaves? We sound like the bad guys.
We now have an army of freed slaves.
So let's force them to do
We have an
what
army.
we
We have an
want them
army
to
of
do.
freed prisoners.
Well,
and
I
so
think
they're going to
Who can do what they want.
Who can-
If
specifically
they
And we
want
hope
to
that they,
fight.
yeah. they
well, I
wanna
was
come
gonna
with
say
us.
like we should give them the choice if they want to fight with us, or they can,
Yeah.
We freed you. You're coming with us. No, I'm just kidding.
whether it be lawful or chaotic, evil,
So-
neutral,
and I
evil.
believe
Yeah.
that we discussed that they were going to help.
Maybe help combat the cultists.
Yeah, they were basically
like a
going to go
revolution.
after the cultists
I
while
think-
all of us go after Sand.
Most
Understood.
of them were. They agreed.
Yeah, I think basically if they haven't left already,
Yeah.
then they're
Right.
They've agreed to fight.
Do we have everything that we need? Do we have the oil you guys were talking about? Do we have everything? Because actually, if we could, I would really like to go and see if we could find some plate armor for myself in case this goes crazy. I would like to be prepared, and I would like to have a more permanent home for my for this big old armor suit I've been working on the past few weeks.
I imagine Ellie would know, or I forget his name every time. Dango.
Dango.
Just have
Drogon?
Dangon or whatever you said. Just think of an Australian version.
Draco?
Dango.
There you go.
Dango.
I'm gonna go after. I just like get. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go find Ellie to see if she knows where I can find some plate armor or where a merchant is or anything like that. Just real quick.
Oh yeah, sure. It's going to be. You'll find plenty of shops around the circle around Coven Corp. There's going to be an armor with a forge. You cannot miss it. I promise. And
Okay, perfect.
she
Next to
gives you a
near Coven Corp. That's what you said.
Yes, it's on Coven Corp Circle. Yes.
Coven Corp Circle.
Yes.
Perfect.
You'll see the forge. It's running night and day.
I don't want to split the party, but if anybody leaves, we should at least stick in pairs of 2.
I definitely would like one person to come with me.
I'll
if
come with you.
possible.
I
Oh my gosh, man, that's
I actually
perfect.
wanted to talk to you about something, May.
Oh,
I'll go with you, Goon.
No. I'm kidding.
Goon, can you wait?
Yeah, I would like to have at least an hour or so to attach my exoskeleton to the plate armor before tonight. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
I imagine it would probably only take you about 10 minutes to get to the circle, tops. So
From after we get off the ferry,
Well, then I can talk to you when you guys
or
get
from
back.
where we are
Alright,
now.
cool.
from where you are
Yeah.
now, tops.
Oh, amazing.
I
Okay.
can
quick.
talk to May when you guys get back. So
Okay.
go ahead and go now.
Cool.
All right. So we head to the store.
You see just this.
So before we get to the store, plate armor is expensive.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of money, and I'm not going to ask you for yours. So, and then I cast Disguise Self on myself, and I'm going to cast myself as, like a mayor's aide, like a one of the town hall aides. As we continue our walk down to the smithy, just follow my lead.
All right.
What does a mayor's aide look like?
This mayor's aide is young. He's like a 18-year-old boy because I'm short, so I'm trying to make him look like smaller. He's got shaggy blonde hair, just like right in front of his forehead, and a cowlick. And he's dressed in like fancier clothes, like fancier city clothes almost, like this ridiculous uniform that's kind of fluffy, with stockings and like cobbler shoes. And he looks very official.
Are you dressed like Buffgate?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you just disguise yourself as Buffgate?
Basically, yeah, like a boyish version of Buffgate.
Okay.
You get to the main circle square surrounding Coven Corp, and just as Ellie described it, you can see the smoke billowing from out the smithy's chimney, and you can see a dwarf hammering away at a sword as you approach. He looks up at you and scowls.
Hello, sir. I have an order to fill. Some plate armor for the mayor's royal guard. This is one of them. I need 2 sets of plate armor, one for her, and then one for the guard that isn't with me.
The child guard.
And he pulls out a long piece of parchment that's on. May can see this. It's completely blank. And he's looking at it like very scrupulously, and he's like, yes, two full sets of plate armor.
Roll me a deception check, if you would, please.
I'm actually really terrified at this because I'm not good at this at all.
All of us except Buffgate are horrible. All of us have a -1 at least, or a 0.
19? 19 plus...
Minus
you said
1.
deception? Did you say
Deception, yes, sir.
It's a 19
Plus 1,
minus 1.
so dirty 20.
Nice.
You have a +1?
Plus 1 to charisma.
I thought we all
He
had a
went,
-1.
no!
So he kind of rolls his eyes a little bit.
I was told to give you this blue sapphire as payment from the mayor himself, and I give you the blue sapphire that I have because I'm getting 2 sets of plate armor.
Mm-hmm.
I will give up my sapphire for that.
Now, with that, his eyebrows raise at that, and he's, it's about damn time I get paid for my work.
Absolutely, sir. And I kind of look at May as I hand the blue sapphire over, and you can see in my eyes that I'm very sad to hand this over.
He snatches it right out of your hands and immediately starts inspecting it in the sun directly in front of you.
It's a perfect cut.
Yeah, it sure seems as such. I suppose this will do for the past few months.
Thank you so much. Should we take the armor and go?
You sure your employer didn't give you more to settle the rest of your debt?
No. That was all that they said. This isn't my debt. I'm just filling an order for the mayor's office.
Oh, yeah. Don't shoot the messenger, right?
Exactly, yeah. I appreciate you, sir. So you seem to understand me.
And then just to kind of help out Goonie, May just kind of grunts in agreement.
It's been a long day. It's been a long day. He's like one of those like 16-year-old boys that like wants to have adult conversations, puts his elbow up on the counter.
He rubs his brow in frustration as he lets out a long sigh.
That sword looks impressive. That's the sword you were working on when we walked in.
Yeah, thanks. I make about 20 of them a day.
Holy shit. Wow, sir. Mister.
Yeah, you can get a lot of work done if you just work 20-hour days.
Alright, well, we best be on our way. Best to you. May Tessia bless you, sir.
Hey, wait.
And we rush out the door.
I have an invoice for you. And
we ditch the disguise around the corner. Mm-hmm. I ditch my disguise around the corner. I didn't expect to get 2 suits of armor. Here you go, May. The first one's for me. The second one, you could take it if you want.
Thanks.
I don't know if you use plate armor. I don't think anyone else in the group would.
I think I can use this. But
I need to find a place where I can work on this for a minute, though, for sure.
Let's go back to the hut.
Charvalko's gonna wear plate armor.
Oh, and hey, Goon. Before we head back, I just kind of stop him. Hey, Goon, you okay?
Okay, yeah, I'm fine. What do you mean, I'm fine?
I don't know, I just saw that. Does that sapphire seem pretty important to you?
We should hurry.
Gonna zoom out and zoom back into our party at Ellie's hut. While Goon and Mei are out getting their armor, is there anything that the rest of you are doing?
I want to look at this book that Ellie gave me, the book with the time magic, and I'll get Buffgate and Targus with me if I can to see if any of us can read the time script.
It would end up being a very, very high history check. Very high. Just putting that out there.
Oh, it is
even just for meta
really
knowledge.
good at
Even
history,
Targus doesn't know too much about the Echo Knights.
Is Mika still with us, or did she leave?
Mika is like you've been noticing. She's been taking groups of people out.
I'm gonna see if I can pull her aside real quick.
Okay.
Mika, can I borrow you for a second?
Mika is honestly a bit busy at the moment.
You grabbed her as she was gathering a few more slaves. She seems to be going in groups of 5, and there still seem to be another couple hundred of slaves.
It just really fast, I swear. And I'll open the book. Have you ever seen anything like this? Do you know this script at all?
Well, yes, looking at it, it is certainly... It certainly seems to be some sort of a Doxian script, yes. It's a script written somewhat out of time, if you will. That is the best way that I could put it. Much like the map that Mei actually has, which is also written out of time. This is a sort of cipher that the Echo Knights are able to use through the use of their time magic. But you see, it takes quite a bit of time to be able to decipher something like this.
And you haven't gotten there yet?
I can understand bits and pieces. I can certainly pick out some information, but the bits that I am able to pick out, it would take at least a few hours for me to grab that.
I understand. I'll let you get back. It's okay. Thank you.
Okay. Once Mika finds some time, I will be happy to decipher this for you.
Okay. And then I'll go back, and then I'll grab Buffgate and Targus.
Yeah, Targus is just seems to be meditating, hands on his knees, just eyes closed, stoically preparing for battle.
Buffgate, can you come with me for a second?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I need your help trying to figure something out. And then we'll go in the room with Targus. Targus, can you help us?
With what?
I'm trying to decipher this book. Mika says it's written in Doxian. I've certainly never read it. I don't know if either of you ever have. I'm hoping you guys can, between the 3 of us, we can try and figure out at least something.
Targus takes a look at it. He just cocks his head to the side, and he's like, well, it's hard to tell. It's hard to read a script that is constantly changing, am I right? And you look at the script, and the multiple symbols seem to ebb and flow in and out of existence as the ink fades and reappears all over the page.
Out of it. Oh my gosh. So I have an idea, guys. And then I will use moment to think, and I want to look at the book during that. So I will freeze time and look at the book and see if I can and see if the script stops moving. I can't. If I carry Buffgate, will you let me do that?
It literally says carrying.
If I carry Buffgate and Buffgate is then holding the book, can he look at it with me?
No.
Gosh darn it.
Jeff Buffgate is a person, not an object.
You can carry a person.
I am
He
not
said-
an object.
I just want to say,
Stops time for everyone but yourself.
I wasn't going to push it that further, but
And the things you're
Halen
carrying.
insisted.
And the things you're carrying.
Objects. This is objects. Hey, Buffgate's not an object.
Yeah, he is.
He's not.
All of us are objects.
If he's Japan, he'd be an object technically.
That's
I guess.
true.
But he's not.
We're all objects within the universe.
Yeah, you guys, it would totally work.
I have my own theory about how to read it. But I'm not in the room, so Halen wouldn't know to talk about this.
For the purposes of trying to figure out what is said, you can use that piece of paper as...
Okay. So I will take my action to write this down if I can.
I would allow that.
Okay, and then I will come back and...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I found something, guys. I can't read what it says, but I was able to get the letters to stop moving. So I got this, and I'll show the symbols to Targus and to Buffgate.
Yeah, let me take a look.
I have a +3. It's not bad. Can I try and see if maybe anything from stories that my grandmother has told me or anything like that?
I would give you... It's still going to be a relatively high. I would give you a history check to see if you could discern what type of language this could be.
Oh, well, Mika told me it was Doxian, right?
It's Doxian, yeah.
Okay.
But anything else? It's going... You don't know how to read Doxian. You don't have Doxian in any of your languages. It's
No, I don't.
technically
we might be able to find someone who can.
Imagine it like... Imagine thieves' cant for rogues. Only rogues know how to speak thieves' cant. Only Echo Knights know how to speak and write Doxian.
Got it. Okay.
Are you guys at Ellie's hut right
Yeah,
now?
we're everyone is in Ellie's hut except for you guys.
Yeah.
We probably come back by now.
Yeah, you return after, and you can see as you enter, like, Mika is slowly but surely escorting people into God knows where, hopefully not the middle of a lake.
Yeah.
And you can see Ellie is, like, going around. She seems to be reading a few different tomes and checking up on a cauldron that is slowly brewing.
How are things going over here, guys? Everything all right?
What you got there, Char?
So I was trying to decipher the book that Ellie gave me that was written in Doxian, and I was able to get the letters to stop moving so I could see what it actually says, but I can't read it. Can I look at your map and compare it?
Yeah. Is that what you want to talk to me about? The map? May takes out the map.
I'll
hands
leave
it
you guys
Char.
to it. I got some work to do. Thanks for coming with me, May.
Oh, sure. Here you go, kid.
So I'll grab the map, and I'm assuming that I can't compare the symbols that I have to the map because it's moving, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then I will cast Moment to Think again and try and compare it briefly, and I'm assuming I just get a lot of the same symbols.
It's like you only see, like, basically really like one.
Is it kind of like the map in The Hobbit, just like a little notes kind of when they look at it in the sun or in the moon?
Somewhat like that, and somewhat like the Marauders map, how the ink falls off of the page in streams, so you might catch like glimpses of like a structure of some sort of city or roadway. But
all the ink of the map is not just the lettering, but the like the geography and everything is actually flowing off and stuff.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And that's even when I froze time?
Mm-hmm.
Is it change? Are like landmarks and stuff changing?
They seem to change. over, like, if you were to look at it, it's constantly changing, but you can notice that. God damn it. Why'd you have to point at that?
Booty Tang!
Come on. Let's hold for 5 seconds while we drop the next hot single. Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, that track's fire. Ah.
Are you quoting Booty Tang?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you actually watched Pootie Tang.
No, I did. I just don't remember that part. It's been a long time. I was a
just thought it
kid.
was a funny name.
I was a kid when I watched Booty Tang. Are we going to cut that out?
What?
Nope.
Okay. So I will come back. May, where did you get this map from?
I found it in the basement of the Rusty Coning. It was in Lost and Found.
I think this map belonged to an Echo Knight. And I think, more specifically, I think this is a map to the docks.
The docks? I mean, really? 'Cause I thought the docks was just myth.
From what I can tell, this is... It also looks like it's written in Doxian, right?
If you were to... You might see, like, one or two of the symbols that represent, like, something that you wrote down.
Okay.
Yes.
So it looks like this is written in Doxian. I can't tell for sure, but I see a lot of this. I see some similar symbols on it. I don't think they would go this far just to make a treasure map.
Yeah, I guess. Honestly, I just found it and I didn't really bother with it. I don't like puzzles and I don't like maps.
I think this tells us where in the Miradria province the entrance to the docks is.
Shit. I mean, I know my parents used to tell me stories about it, but I always thought it was just fairy tales. But if this is real, then what, should we go there? What do we want to do?
I'm definitely going.
All right.
Not right now, obviously, but that's...
I didn't think there was anything left of Miradrians, people like us.
Don't your parents still live there?
They live in Atherton. There are no more Miradrians in Miradria. Like, we call it the event, and that's when all Miradrians we had to leave. And we've been everywhere in the Generic Empire ever since, but most of us are in Atherton. You know.
I think that a lot of them might be in docks.
Miradrians?
Yeah. My grandmother would tell me all these stories growing up, and a lot of them are really heavily focused around the docks. And that's where my dad is. That's why he left me with them, was to go and find them. Was to go and find docks. And my grandmother always told me that he would come back and that's where we were going, but I don't know where he is or why he hasn't come back yet, but I think that's where a lot of the Miradrians are.
Are you Miradrian?
No, I was, as far as I know, I was born in the Generic Empire.
Yeah, like most of us are. It's been 500 years. But yeah, I think this is... Man. Wait till Wei hears about this. My sister. She's always been obsessed with myths and legends from Miradrian Province, the Great Miradrian Province, but if this is real, we should go.
I think we really found something. And if Mika can introduce us to somebody after all this is done, then I don't think we're that far off either.
Yeah, well, if we survive this, then yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
And at that you hear... Oh,
While Char has
Justin.
been deciphering the book and the map and things like that, I was seeking out Ellie, holding the hourglass. And I set it on a desk in front of her where she's looking at all her books. The opening in the rocks you gave us. You're good with changing sizes of objects?
It's certainly one of my specialties. I like to make small things big and big things small, yes.
Is there a way to make this big enough to hold Randy Sand and then small enough to keep him in my pocket?
And she cocks her eyebrow at you as she looks at you, and she's like,
I may just be able to accomplish something like that, but
how are you planning to get someone like Randall Sand into your trap?
Remember I said hit him with fire once he's covered in oil?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, I suppose that would make a bit of sense.
I'm going to do what I can to chip away at the glass until he fits inside this.
And you... I don't know if it's the first time you have heard her laugh, but she lets out a low, raspy cackle. Just... I love the way you think.
It's going to be difficult, but that's the idea, for me at least. And I'm going to put it in my bag and start to walk away.
And at this, you hear throughout the entire hut the caw of a raven, the ribbit of a frog, and the yowl of a cat. Just... And you see Ellie automatically perk up at this. And Halen, you would know right off the bat that she... Like, you can imagine this is some sort of alarm, some sort of doorbell, if you will. And Ellie was not expecting anyone.
Do those sounds denote what direction it's coming from?
Not at all. You can see Ellie is hurriedly going towards the front door. And she's kind of... you see her whisper to Mika and to Dango. And they seem to be going at a hurried pace. And a few of the door shop slaves are starting to incantate. Like you can see like a fog almost spreading in front of between them and the front door.
Stride for stride with Ellie. Give me a clue as to what's happening so I can get us together and help.
I don't know. I wasn't expecting anyone. All I can think about is that someone found us out. That's all I could guess.
So defensive?
Defensive and hide. Try to act natural if you can.
Okay, I'm going to try to be getting to the party members as I can to fill them in on what's going on.
I'll rush out because I was like trying to meet up with Halen anyway, so I'll be running that way.
Towards the front door?
Yeah.
You all, it sounds like most of you are grouping up towards the front door.
Yeah.
Where's Goon?
He went to work on his armor.
Alright, I'm going to find him. You guys stay up here.
Alright.
It's relatively easy to find him because you can hear him clanking away. Just...
Hey Goon, I don't know what's going on, but Ellie, Dango, everybody's losing their mind. I think we might be attacked.
Alright, help me get this thing on. It weighs a ton.
Alright, I'm going to do my best to help him get this massive thing on.
Alright.
It has hydraulics now, so...
And then meanwhile, I look at Char. Where's Buffgate?
I'm with you guys.
Okay. There you are. Sorry, I didn't see you there.
You're so small.
I'll use a charge of the magical strength on the armor to help put it on.
Okay. You do that with absolute ease. It has never been so easy to put on a set of armor for you.
It's not coming off this time. It's like on for good. And it's on plate armor, so my armor class is 19 now instead of 14.
Holy shit.
Run into the front door.
Ellie makes it to
you.
the front door, and she opens it, and you see
What a mistake.
a burst of light come through the doorway, and just the sight you see is just magnificent, radiant beauty. Standing in the doorway is a woman, an elvish woman, and of fair complexion, golden hair. Upon her head is a crown, and she wears a beautiful but extremely smart business suit. And she is standing there with her arms behind her back with a very calm smile on her face. And to each of her sides is another woman on each of her sides in equally smart business suits.
Goon and I turn the corner because I just got him. I see through the doorway, lose a bit of footing, hit the ground, get back up and try to dust myself off as quick as I can.
Hey, big guy, you just ate shit. Are you okay?
Hey, it's fine. I didn't. It was a slide.
You went like 4 inches into the floor.
No, it was a slide.
Your nose.
As soon as the door opened, Charvalko's mouth just drops, and probably like a little bit of drool comes out because he's really unmannered, and his hat somehow flies off and his hair billows, and he's just in awe.
And you see the woman in front kind of giggles, and she adjusts her hair over her ear.
He'll also drop both of his rapier that was in his hand and the whip that was in the other that he was totally ready to use.
Yeah, and then Mei also is very much taken aback by this glorious beauty, and she drops her shield, like, and then she's like, and then she sees it, she's like, sorry.
So all at once, just a bunch of metal clanks to the ground, and Halen falls.
Seems everybody but Goonie has responded to this so far.
Yeah.
And Buffgate.
So are we in trouble? Attack these women.
I just put my hand in front of his chest. How dare you?
I was joking. You know I was joking. I was totally joking. I wasn't going to hit the women. Hitting women is wrong.
Jeff slicks his hair back and licks his fingers and smooths out his eyebrows.
You can see Schmiggly is dusting off his really dirty tunic, and he's just like making himself look nice and proper.
Just starts doing his katas. Showing how strong he is.
In a quick moment.
And then Mei then picks up her shield, and she's trying to like look cool, but she's like struggling to like find a way to look cool leaning on her shield. Like,
yeah, Charvalko realizes himself, wipes his mouth, and takes a deep knee and bows his head because he thinks this is either like the queen of the realm or the fairy godmother or something.
Yeah.
And at this point, the woman was keeping herself to some mild giggles, but at this time she has actually started to laugh a little bit. And she...
I think it's so funny that Schmiggly is fucking doing katas, trying to show how strong he is.
He's just in a deep horse stance the entire time.
And he's like, ha! Ha!
And he's making full eye contact while he does it with her.
That's all he knows. That's all he knows.
I feel like Schmiggly can hold a squat for like days.
His horse stance never stops.
I feel like Schmiggly turns to somebody and punches them straight in the dick with just so precisely and drops them in one hit.
With enough training, this could be possible.
Oh my god.
But you see, Ellie is politely standing in the doorway with her hand on the door. And the woman in the door outside speaks. Well, hello, Elle. How are you this evening? Just fine, Lendara. How may we help you? Would you mind if if we stepped in for just a moment? Ellie speaks up immediately. Well, as you can see, I've actually got some company. I would prefer it if you would stay out there, leave. I don't know. Just what the pug are you doing here, Lindara? Well, since you want to be so blunt about things, it seems to be a pattern there. But You see, we've had a few nasty reports about some undercutting business practices. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist upon being allowed on your premises. And Ellie scowls at this, but she silently opens the door wider as she...
Before she, as she's doing that, Jeff's gonna go right up to Ellie. Ellie, as much as I would really love to let this this lovely creature inside, I feel like I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't warn you about openly letting just anybody into your home.
That is fair, Mr. Buffgate, but you see, Lindara is... I am the CEO of Coven Corp, and Ellie is one of my employees. You see, there's a bit of an understanding with most magic users that we're quite close-knit. I'm sure someone as well-dressed as yourself would understand something like that as well, yes?
Well, thank you so much. Jeff blushes a little bit, but I'm sure you as a CEO yourself understands some form of employee privacy. So I'm just looking out for Ellie here.
Charvalko will have stood up at this point, and as he's gathering his hat and his weapons and stuff, so you're not like queen of the realm or fairy godmother or anything.
Oh, well, many people have many different titles for me. Some people have actually called me a fairy godmother, but it is far less accurate, if I were to be quite honest.
Halen just mouths, "Fairy god, mommy," quietly to himself.
I hope she hears it. Oh my god.
Did she hear it?
Oh, she heard it. And she quietly looks at you, and you can hear... You just kind of hear, pass by in your thoughts. It's like, well, I can be anyone. I've been many people's mommies. Don't worry.
Stunned to
only
silence.
Halen hears this.
Stunned to silence.
Mei looks at her, barely blushing, cannot make eye contact, because little known fact about Mei has a weakness for elven and half-elven women. I
think most people would.
Yeah.
Most
and
people would, I think.
she also reminds me of...
They're like Australians.
Oh, yeah. What?
You know what I'm talking about? Like the Australians that come over here for acting and stuff. They all just look like a different breed of human.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then she reminds me of somebody that she used to know.
So as she's interacting with everyone else, I'm gonna kind of lean in and whisper to Ellie, is there any reason that we wouldn't want her to come in?
Give me a stealth check.
She's got a super high perception, bro.
She's the CEO. She knows all.
Of Coven Corp.
Yeah.
She has ears in this city.
12.
Can Charvalko... Can I try and cause some sort... have my cloak accidentally billow in her face to try and give Buffgate advantage?
You would have to know that he's doing
You would have
that?
to know that he's doing that.
Well, I would see him walking over towards Ellie, no?
I think we just gotta let it ride.
It's alright.
Mm-hmm.
Whether she hears it.
So you ask Ellie this, what question again?
Is there any reason why you wouldn't want her coming in?
Ellie kind of kind of leans in, listens to you, and she is stiff as a board as you hear through your thoughts. I don't know. Is there anything that you would possibly be hiding?
You know what? Lindara, is it?
Yes, Lindara.
I think we could have our conversation out here.
Oh, I suppose, why not? Ellie just kind of looks at you as she kind of motions the rest of you out with her.
I see it at Char. So gorgeous, but kind of reminded me of my ex.
You had an ex that looked like her?
Yeah, kinda.
We now have two things that we need to talk about. But first off, we need to get all these slaves out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free people. We need to get
let's free the people first and then talk about it.
We need to get everyone out of here.
The three of you can see that a few of the slaves that have magical ability are creating a bit of an illusion to try to block off the slaves that are now being transported at a quicker pace, and they're sweating hard.
So I have 5 holograms. So I will set up my 5 holograms to be furniture to cover I'll use all 5 of them.
Cases and things like that.
Yep.
Perfect. Oh, that's amazing. That's going to give any, even if they happen to come in, that's going to give advantage on any of the stealth checks.
Yeah, so I'll take the time to be setting those up to make sure that they're covered.
I will look for Dango. and so I'm going to try and find Dango.
Yeah.
He is sticking by where Mika is appearing and reappearing. He's getting slaves together. Now he's doubled the amount. They're going 10 at a time.
Dango, Lindara's here.
Lindara.
The CEO of Coven Corp.
Oh shit!
We need to hide. There's no way we can get all of these people out of here before she comes in.
Is she wise to us?
She's suspicious of something. Is there a back door to the hut? Is there anything that we can try and sneak everyone out of?
Well, there are a couple of
a basement and anything.
There is a basement, but it's it won't be able to fit all of these people in there. We're doing our best to hide them for the meantime, but unless we can open some sort of portal or something, I don't know. I only know a little bit of magic. Ellie's more of the mage witch. Honestly, she was looking up to get a portal built up that we could get us all out of here a little bit quicker, but as you can see, she kind of got a little bit distracted.
How much time do we need?
She could be in here any second.
And when Mika reappears, I say, Mika, how you doing?
Feeling a little tired, but
Alright.
I always been a trooper, you know?
Not to alarm you, but the CEO of Coven Corp is outside the door.
So I've heard. Just between us girls, things are getting a little sloppy.
What do you mean sloppy?
The past couple jumps haven't been as accurate. I've been dropping them off just on the other side of the river, but I'm sure you remember the lake.
Shit, well, as long as it's not in the river, I think we're good.
Okay. I don't think there are too many rapids nearby. I think we'll be okay. So long as we don't find the odd person who doesn't know how to swim. I think we'll be okay.
Mika, do you need help at all? I can't heal you, but I have a potion of healing. If that would do you any good.
I almost feel like it would be best if we gave Coven Corp something to do while we're getting these people out of here. I just don't know how that will coincide with this evening and the festivities
Well, hopefully
that they're
Buffgate,
in preside.
hopefully Buffgate can distract them.
Goonie,
Hold
What?
on.
are you thinking of making a distraction?
I was thinking you and I could slip out of here,
Go ride a magic broom back to Coven Corp and set off the alarm?
literally do something to get them away from the hut to give us enough time to get these people out of here. And then while they're frantic and running around, we'll just hop on the ferry and go over to the island for tonight, right? Yeah?
I like that idea. Dango, you said there's a back door somewhere out of the hut?
There's a window out of the hut, yeah. Leads out into the backyard.
You want to go?
Yeah, May, you think, yeah, are you going to be okay here with them until we...
Yeah, I'll watch
I mean,
them.
you'll know when it's happening because these people are going to leave, but...
Yeah, no, I'll watch over them. I'll make sure everyone gets out okay.
Alright, we'll try and be as quick as possible. Do we want to meet back here, or do we want to meet at the ferry?
I think we meet back here.
Back here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that would be
I'm gonna
best. I'm
leave-
going to have some of my best men waiting to help.
I point at my holograms, and I'm gonna leave these up. I'll leave these here.
Yeah.
I think they last an hour.
That should be long enough to even, at the rate that
I
we're
have
looking
I
at,
have 5 of them now.
Yeah, he looks at the rate that that Mika is coming back in and out with 10 people at a time. He's like, "Oh, we should be able to get everybody out by that time."
I will hand May my smoke grenade as a final resort if you need this. I hope to get it back, but just in case.
Gotcha.
So, is
So
it
I'll
the two
take
of you
I'll-
are clan?
Yeah, me and
Okay.
Goonie will hop on the magic broom. And
Okay.
We'll,
Yeah,
we'll
you-
take off to Coven Corp.
You clamber out the window, and like you were probably on the 3rd floor of this spot, and you're getting ready for a long fall, but boop, your feet immediately touch the ground as you jump on the broom and head towards the center of town. And we're going to go ahead and zoom out and zoom back in to the situation outside with Lindara. So you hear Lindara speak up. I actually got quite a few reports from actually the Sanderson Coven saying that you were actually escorting some of your friends along down in the sub-basement levels earlier today. We did have a few alarm trips go off. Would you know anything about that, Ellie? Or perhaps maybe you would like some of your friends to speak for you? And you can see that Ellie is just seething in the presence of this woman. Just like it looks like she is actively controlling herself from turning her into a hamster. Oh, I imagine I can speak for myself. Yes, I did have a few of my friends, and I was giving them a bit of a tour. Isn't that right, Jeff?
Oh, that's absolutely right. We were just getting a tour, or looking around town, taking a tour around Ellie's hut here, and.
But what did you think about Coven Corp? There's so many majestic things just in the tower itself. What was your favorite part?
I look over to Ellie to kind of get some confirmation, some signals.
She's just like, you can see her on the side kind of flapping her hand in the form of a wing. So like that's what you're getting from it. Like that's all you like. She can't just like, she's like, oh, she speaks up. Well, you did mention that you did like that
broom ride, right?
Oh, yes, the broom ride was excellent.
Lindara looks at the two looks at Buffgate, and her gaze moves over to Halen. How about you? What was your favorite part of your visit?
Mommy, sorry. Lindara, they're lying to you. They're trying to cover for me.
Oh?
I'm from the wall, as you can probably tell.
I've definitely seen some of your cloth, of course.
I heard that there was some kind of monster underneath that place. You said that you heard alarms pop off?
Give me an insight check at the mention of monster underneath.
17.
17? She has a visible reaction as the whites in her eyes grow, and she seems shocked that, as you mentioned, monster underneath, and she quickly reins in her expression.
The thing is, I wanted to test my strength and find it. That's probably why you heard alarms get tripped. My friends stopped me, but I didn't want people to know that I failed, so they're trying to cover.
Give me a deception check. With advantage, even.
Oh, okay.
6. No.
She smiles at you as a swirling echo of voices twirl inside your mind. Liar, 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 liar. Well, are you sure that there isn't anything that you're keeping from me?
It seemed like you knew something about the monster, so I didn't want to say it, but I heard a weird gargling while I was down there. I don't know. In the caves, it sounded like something big.
Oh, there are we keep plenty of different monsters that we experiment on.
So there were monsters! Bigger monsters!
They are licensed through the Generic Empire.
I'm no cop, but sometime, do you think you could show me around?
Perhaps I could take you on a private tour sometime.
Ooh, private tour.
I'd really like that.
You're getting this funny feeling in your stomach. It's just twirling like there are acer flies just going all around, like just fluttering in your stomach. You have a strong feeling that this is all coming from Lindara. She's it's starting to even feel a little bit warm. The sun is just like going right, cresting along the horizon. And it's just, it's getting, I don't know, it's just getting sweaty, it seems.
Sorry, I'm not usually around women like you. Just a little butterflies. I don't mean to. You're very beautiful.
That's very, very flattering. So
I'm gonna start pushing my hair back because I'm dirty. But I want to look. Okay.
And at that, we're going to zoom out and zoom back in, and the wind is blasting against your chest, Charvalko.
I'm definitely holding on to his waist. He's bigger than I am.
And his cloak is just billowing right in your face, and it just, like, as you fly through the air, and you come quickly upon Coven Corp Tower.
All right, we need to do
I think
something.
we just... You said you have a lightning cannon?
I do.
What if you just bust in the front doors and shoot it at the ceiling, and I try and open that side door, set off the alarm, and then we book it out? You think that would be enough?
Yeah, is there something here that would be worth stealing?
I don't think we need to steal anything. I think we just need to alert people. And
Right, we're trying to create a big old hoopla.
I
But I
that'll-
meant, like, is there something we're stealing while we're creating a big old hoopla? I don't know. I thought maybe there might have been some.
I mean, if you see anything in the front door, go for it.
Yeah, so we're just gonna blow a hole in the ceiling, basically.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, and so I go into my backpack real quick, and then this is the first time you're seeing the bag of holding, and it looks like a Rubik's Cube, and it just opens up, so he, like, turns it, all the colors end up on the right side, and it opens up, and I pull out this, like, fabric, almost, and it looks kind of like a cloaky garb, like, hooded cloaky garb, and I shake it, and it changes to another color. It changes to like a dressier night garb, and then I shake it again, and it changes to like a full black garb, and then I hand it to you, and I'm like, this is called shift weave. It's a suit of clothing that changes 5 different suits. You can like make presets. I figured this would help you with like infiltration and stuff like that, since I can use magic to disguise myself.
Great. I'll throw it on over my cloak.
Cool.
So I will run up to that little side door that we went in last time, and I'm gonna try and jiggle it and open it and just set off the alarm.
And
While he's doing that, I'm shooting shooting a lightning launcher at the front door.
go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check, Charvalko, and roll me an attack roll.
I got an 8 plus 6, 14.
With 14, Charvalko, you are able to jimmy the lock open, and you notice the crystals turn red. And
I will. Is there anybody around while I do that? Like people just wandering about?
There's a few people walking on the main road, but they don't seem to be paying you mind.
All right. Oh, forget it.
Somebody hits the the clicker, like the alarm on their broom, and as soon as they do that, the door blows open.
Like, they look at the clicker. Yeah.
Did I do that?
Oh.
And Goon, you are up at the front of Coven Corp Tower. There is quite a bit of traffic coming in and out of the revolving doors. You blow the doors wide open. Give me odds or evens.
Evens.
It was a 17.
Oh, I hate it.
You tried to wait until you noticed that there was very few people coming through. You waited until there was a break in the traffic, but then you see this overly laden with paperwork little intern coming through the revolving doors at just the wrong time, as she disappears in a flurry of paperwork as the revolving doors blast out around her.
She disappears behind the paperwork. She doesn't disappear as in she disintegrated, right?
Are you there, Charvalko? I'm not sure.
No, this is me, Austin, asking.
You have to roll for damage.
That's gonna have to be something that I keep on the dramatic side for you, Austin.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, she disappears. What? She just turns into a black spot on the roof.
Oh God.
That's where my mind immediately went.
I'll run up and meet Goonie at the front doors.
And
I'm reloading.
And there are people scattering around like an anthill that has just been stepped on. And
you want to grab and go?
Did you disguise yourself? Are you just
standing on the...
No, damn it. No, I disguise myself. That's the point. I gave him the thing so that... Sorry. I gave him the thing so that I could disguise myself. So, I want to disguise myself as something clever. A cultist, maybe? Because
maybe a short version of the CEO?
Well, I'm trying to think. Yeah, right? That'd be hilarious. I'm trying to think, would it be smart for us to have the cultists go against the Coven Corp? To have the witches and the cultists against each other?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I'm starting a blood war. Blood feud, whatever.
Let's grab and go.
Yeah.
So we'll run in and can we make a quick perception check to see if there's anything that we can grab really quick that's of value?
And I would, an investigation test.
Just right. We'll rush in real side.
Maybe a room of import that we could get to that's close to the front door or something.
Does the cloak you gave me have any like?
So it's literally outfits. It's literally 5 outfits in one, and you can change them on command.
Oh, so I could make it look like a cultist robe.
Yes.
Oh, so that I'll also be in a cultist outfit.
Yeah, so you're basically in an outfit, and then I look like a cultist, Joe Schmo, the shorty.
You walk into a corporate lobby filled with seating and pillars, and a singular desk up at the front where you can see that it is unmanned and evacuated, but a quill is steadily taking notes.
I'm gonna walk up to the quill and see what notes it's writing down.
And it seems to be writing an emergency, like a report on what is happening in the area, like an emergency report. It's describing the events that are unfolding.
Understood. And that's the only thing of import in the whole lobby. There's not a room that looks like it could be.
This is about a 2-story tall, like it's like a corporate lobby. I don't like. There's
Is there an office?
There are a set of elevators, but for the most part, it's an open lobby that had a bunch of people that were waiting for meetings.
Is there any names of import on the emergency letter? Any names at the top? To whom it may concern, this is your president, this is your CEO, like, does it say that basic kind of stuff?
It definitely is alerted to Lindara.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go over to the door, like, rush to the door, because time is of the essence. Stop, sigh, turn around, reload, shoot at the ceiling, blow up the ceiling, and then leave.
It was a really short, or not, I guess really short, but it was, like, straight down the set of stairs was the broom closet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like basically a parking garage, and you went through the side door next to the garage door.
Okay, so I will run down and I'll grab another broom. Is there anybody in there when I go down?
No. They're like everybody is running out of the lobby for the most part,
and there's nothing else other than brooms.
Nothing but brooms.
Okay, I will grab. I'll just grab one of my broom. As we're flying off, Charvalko will say, "Hail, sand! Morthos will fall."
What's happening, sir?
And you jump on your brand new Nimbus 8000, and
Nimbus 3000.
It definitely is a hell of a lot faster than the brooms that you were given.
What?
Yeah, these were just shitty-ass brooms that Ellie gave you.
Can I retcon and change it out? I didn't know it was faster.
Nimbus 4K UHD.
Yeah, the brooms that Ellie gave you were basic. Like, she even told you, like, these are just some that I keep.
She didn't give me a broom. I took my broom from the closet.
Mm-hmm.
So mine's one of the fast ones.
Your guys are tracked. Those ones are tracked. That's why we got the free ones.
I was wondering when you were going to remember that, as you are halfway through the air.
Goonie.
Yes, it's windy up here.
I hate to do this. We gotta get rid of your broom.
What do you know? It's so fast and speedy. Look, and I'm doing loop-de-loops, and look at me, I'm on Top Gun.
Goonie.
Sorry, what?
They're tracking those brooms. That's why we got the free ones. if we fly back to Ellie's hut, that's going to completely get rid of what we just
I immediately land the broom while he's talking out of frustration.
All right.
And I'll swoop down and pick him up.
I'm gonna cast lightning lure on the broom to see if I can like short circuit the tracking system on it. Give it like a full system reboot with magic.
Give me an odds and evens.
I hate it.
Not an Arcana check?
I'll give
Fucking-
you know what? Yeah, an Arcana check. Actually, that makes a lot more sense. Give me an Arcana check.
If you want to do odds and evens, I will say evens. And then I'll roll Arcana and you can do with that what you will. Not very good. 10 plus 7, so 17.
Oh, not very good on your Arcana check with the 17.
It's a great
Well, a 10. I rolled a 10. Not a very,
Not a great roll, but it's better than the 17 that I rolled for your evens. I'm going to give you the Arcana roll.
He's a
17,
merciful god.
and you kind of hold on to the broom a little bit as you charge it with lightning. You can see the arcs fly off of the bristles, and you hear a bit of a pop come out from the center, and you can guess that the tracking device was destroyed.
Excellent. Does the broom work? Can I try and get it turned back on?
It works.
It works. All right, let's go.
It's slower.
I'm sorry, Goonie.
I'm a fickle god.
15 feet of movement.
It's fine. It's
It's a hover broom.
It's an electric scooter now.
I'll super up later.
I think when we get back to Ellie's hut, we kind of fly out of view, but in a way that we can maybe scout and see if Lindara is still there or if she's left.
And,
Best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. I want my
We would like to
everything.
be able to do everything. We would like to be able to see everything.
We
but-
fly around the backside. We fly behind her.
We can also hear their conversation.
Yeah, we can also hear it.
Right.
And I drop a rock from really high up, and it goes straight through her skull, and she dies. And all.
And then I fight Char and I murder him.
yes,
And I sit in the
And I put
stadium
up a
with
greatest game ever.
popcorn.
That's the end of the arc, right?
Yep. That's like Act
It's like
One.
it's such a Cain and Abel.
one act play.
Yeah.
And
Right
Jeff pulls out his lightsaber.
Oh,
He's
Jeff.
just swinging it around while all this.
Halen goes
Jeff,
ultra ego.
enough.
Okay. Reining it back
I'm
in.
the asshole.
We're going to zoom out from our broom.
Broomtastic.
Broomtastic.
Broomscapades.
Broomsketeers. And we're going to zoom back into our little meeting outside of Ellie's hut. And you see one of the witches behind Lindara. She pulls out this crystal and holds it up to her ear. She immediately is taken aback and taps Lindara on the shoulder and whispers something into her ear. Lindara is immediately, a curt expression crosses her face as she goes back to her neutral of calm smile, and she turns back to the rest of you. Well, it seems that something has come up that I must address, but dear Ellie, I must admit that we must talk a bit more about this. You see, we can't just have your friends going through our grounds unabated. They have to go through the proper processes, otherwise we will have our licenses revoked. You understand the weight of something like this. Yes, yes. And Ellie bashfully nods her head and, yes, I can certainly understand the weight of that. Many people rely on Coven Corp. It is always best to follow proper business practices. Lindara smiles at this, and well, I am quite pleased to hear that. Now, we'll have ourselves a meeting about this tomorrow, but in the meantime, enjoy your company. And she turns and leaves as Charvalko and Goon swoop down behind Ellie's hut.
Skirt. Hey guys. Hey. Oh, good. They're gone. Good. So it worked.
Halen.
What?
What is wrong with you? Focus up. We got shit to do.
Did you see her?
No, I was busy blowing shit up. You should have seen it. It was pretty.
I hope you didn't kill anybody. That'd been crazy. Blowing things up.
We gotta finish our preparations.
Yep, we should finish our preparations.
It's concerning me that you didn't say no.
What? To know? No, we should definitely finish our preparations.
No,
Moving on.
I think they're right. We can talk about whatever this is
Focus.
later.
I feel like I'm being interrogated. Is it hot in here? I didn't kill anyone.
Is Schmiggly around?
Schmiggly.
Yeah, where's Schmiggly?
Yeah, I think he was with them too, right?
Schmiggly is still
Schmiggly's with us,
is still staring at Lindara.
Still doing his katas.
He hasn't.
He hasn't stopped.
He has not stopped.
I'm gonna reach my
And
hand
he's
down,
drenched in sweat. Like,
legs shaking because he hasn't gotten out of horse stance.
yeah.
I'm gonna reach my hand down and with 2 fingers, I'm gonna push his chin back up so his mouth closes.
Schmiggly, can you make any more of those bombs for tonight?
I may be able to make 1 or 2. Yes, it takes a bit of time to ferment, of course.
Whatever you can get done. Halen, you've got the oil. Who plans on getting in close quarters with Sand?
Absolutely me.
Me.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, we can go together. We can hold hands if you want.
Do you plan Mei?
Oh, I'm still inside the hut. May's still inside the hut.
I think we're all back in the hut now.
I think we all.
Or
I think we
you're
all got
inside.
back together. Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'll get close to Sand.
Well, we have 3 vials of oil, so 3 of us can do it.
Yeah.
I'm holding 3 bottles of oil.
I'm going to switch back to my other suit form, so I'm not in stealth anymore. I'm in, like, my protector suit. It'll make it easier to get close to him.
I think if all 3 of you go at him, then our chances increase a lot versus 1 person.
Yeah.
That's fine, but me and Sand, I'm the one he fears. I'm running straight towards that guy.
I know, but we can't take him on just as 1 person. We
Okay,
have to.
so
Also, I'm trying to take away a couple of his senses as well.
all right. So how about this?
We kind of have a plan.
Yeah, we have a plan. I'm just making sure that everyone's ready to go.
How about this, Halen? You run headfirst into Sand since you're focused on him. Distract him. Do whatever you can. The rest of us, we drop the oil vials around him. Jeff, you do your thing, and then we'll go from there. And then Nellie fireballs him into a glass.
I've also got some torches, and just as bad. No offense to you, Ellie, but just in case.
It's always good to have something up your back sleeve, right?
Yeah. I think all of us should have a torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I have a torch.
I
Yeah.
got a
think we
couple
all
too.
have like 10 in our bag.
I think we have infinity torches.
Yeah.
And I can help with the soul net. Make sure that whatever Sand is planning with the souls, that that he's not able to use them.
Well, it's probably time for us to start getting into position.
Yeah.
We should head out to the ferry for sure.
Yeah.
Ellie, are you you're gonna be okay making sure the rest of these people get out and everything? There's no one snooping around anymore.
Elle's coming with us.
I thought I was coming with you. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the more the merrier, I guess. We could use
I'm
a muscle.
And she looks over at Mika and she kind of shrugs at her like, Can you hold down the hut and get these people out of here?
Mika, are you okay?
I've been better.
Are you
sick?
She's panting.
What's wrong with you, girl?
I've not teleported this many people in such a short time.
Can we get
things are starting to blend a little.
Can we get that guy, that Price guy, to kind of refresh her a little bit?
You hear, like, Dingo's actually nearby, and, like, he runs off and gets Price, and Price, ever smiling, comes up, and, I don't have any sort of magic siphon or anything. It's looking like she's getting pretty exhausted. There's only so much that even I can do.
I give Mika one of my rations.
She's like,
I think it's like a magical fatigue. I think she needs something more than
like a long rest or something like that to maybe replenish her spell bullet.
Ellie, do you have a magical siphon?
Oh, yes. Don't tell anybody about it, because it's kind of illegal. But, yes. And no, I don't have a magical siphon.
Oh, okay. Guys, I have an idea. I have to... Mika, come with me, and May, come with me.
All right.
Please. Guys, we'll be right back. I'm sorry. We'll be real quick. So we go into like a random side room, a small room.
Mm-hmm. What you got, Goon?
And it's dark in here, and then I start to glow, like behind my ear, and I pull the aether crystal out. May, Professor Black put this in, and I don't know what happens if I pull it out all the way. I wouldn't, or something, I don't know. I'm just joking. But, I don't know if you want to look at this.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to use it.
So do you pull it out fully or no?
I don't know. May's the one that can look at it. Should she pull it out fully?
I actually keep just the tip in.
Just the tip.
And you pull this crystal out, and it just shines with this blinding luminescence. And it's very warm, but not hot to the touch.
Is it painful?
It doesn't seem painful.
No, okay.
I'll give you that. But as the further that she pulls the crystal out, the more static that enters your hearing.
Pull it out all the way. Pull it out all the way.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. May.
Before you do, just make sure you put it back in all the way. In case I don't, in case I fall asleep or something.
Okay. Just.
And as she pulls it out, you, Goon, hear nothing but white noise and static.
All right. Well, I didn't die. I can't hear shit for shit though. Can we, Mika? Can we use the soul siphon, or sorry, the magic siphon, and charge it up real quick?
She nods her head. Yes, I suppose that could work. And but she shyly takes it and places it in a little vestibule at the end of the magical siphon. As she brings it to her chest, you can see all of the light leave the crystal. And you see Mika's posture just change as as her back straightens.
Oh, Mika feels amazing. Mika hasn't felt this kind of power before.
All right, Mika, just make sure to take it easy.
Yeah, I just wanted to top you off there, friend. I'm gonna take it, break it down, guys. We gotta go.
All right.
We gotta hurry.
Do I put the crystal back in your neck? Oh.
I'm gonna assume that you're asking if you can put it back in my neck.
And I signal like.
Yeah, go ahead and put it in there.
And
as you go to put it in, you see on the back of my ear 600-1-1-3.
The fuck is that?
And I kind of like pull away as you're putting it in and tuck it in there, and then walk out the door.
You still hear not but static, but you can hear maybe the faint, low frequency of the bass in people's voices, but not much else.
I'm like doing that thing where like I'm trying to pop my jaw.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, Mika's good to go. Do I lose my spell slots or to some effect? Is there an effect, a negative effect I take from charging her up?
You are now deafened.
Heard, I can't hear anything.
Is everyone ready to go?
Yeah,
we're
and
ready.
then I tell everyone, by the way, guys, Goon can't hear us.
I just point at my ears and I do the whole like the who knows emoji.
And then I explain the whole situation to them. I was like, the whole situation to them with Mika.
I'm gonna give a thumbs up and smile at him and say, hey.
I'm gonna look at Mei and I'm gonna like kind of like give her a look that makes it like, let's not explain how this whole thing happened. Let's instead just go.
Okay. I was like, you just make sure he can't hear us. So just be really clear on what you want him to do.
I'm gonna smile and thumbs up at him and say, "You're my son. You're my son."
And I look at him and I smile and I thumbs up.
Is everyone ready to go?
3, 2, 1, Thundercats.
Yeah, ready.
Argo.
Let's go.
All right, let's head out.
All right, Mika.
Oh, yes. More than all right. Doing great. Let's go fuck this fucker. Oh.
Are we sure she's okay?
What did you guys do in there?
You know what?
Why is she wanting to fuck and why can't he hear?
You know, I'll explain after this is all done. Let's just go.
Sounds good.
Mika is feeling quite confident. Perhaps I could get the rest of slaves out.
You mean the ex-slaves?
Yes, ex-slaves, of course, yes.
Mika,
I think we just need to get to the ferry.
Yeah, let's get to the ferry.
Get to ferry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys, ferry's this way.
And
Mika, and I give a look at Mika. I'm like, all right, Mika, just pace yourself.
I'll speak to Goonie and I'll just give him the hand sign to speak lower.
Who needs ferry when we could just blink across lake?
We don't want you using your power right now. We need to save everything we have for Sam.
Looks like she's losing her mind. She might be pretty good at it now after all the practice.
Let's just let her take us.
Okay.
She's been doing 10 by 10s.
We'll have more time. We'll have more time to set up.
Yeah.
Yes, we would like 6 tickets for the ferry, please.
Can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
You're being very quiet.
Oh, I can't hear you.
I'm gonna point to Mika and then just make like hand signal like
magic.
And then I like point.
Someone roll this d20 for me.
And then point like towards where we're gonna go.
Odds.
That's a 9. Oh man. Wait, were you guessing?
Yeah.
No.
He said odds.
No.
He did. He said odds and it was a 9.
It was a 9.
He said
Mika immediately grabs Mei by the shoulder and like,
you and your friends ready?
Pop
All right, guys, let's just
into
grab hands.
Mika's dorm room.
Hey, I'm not in the middle of the lake. Good job, Mika. All right, so we're here at the university.
Mika did well. Yes,
Mika.
we are in dormitories right now.
Mika, where is the ceremony held?
The ceremony is held in the. Oh my! Is it hot in here?
Take a breath.
I'll give her my water skin.
She drains it. Like just shrugs the entire thing and squeezes it dry.
Mika, are you already tired?
Oh no, I just needed a little pick-me-up is all. The ritual is held in the central courtyard.
Take us there.
Not a problem.
We can go there on our feet because we want to save Mika's
Yes.
You can
strength.
just lead us there, Mika.
That's what I was
He meant lead the way, I think.
Lead the way.
And there seems to be a decent amount of like foot traffic. Like this is a relatively popular ritual. University students are often allowed to spectate it because it's a public ritual. You wait by the central courtyard as dusk falls, and the crowd seems excited for the ritual to come. And you are waiting in the central courtyard as more and more people gather. And you can see people in white robes are making a half circle around the central podium.
Hey, Char, do we want to get in the cultist outfits, or?
I think that's a good idea. Do you guys think that it's possible that the people in the white robes are cultists, or do you think that they're going to come after the ritual has started and take it over?
Meaning, like, you don't like either these are the cultists or the cultists are on their way.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I don't know. I mean, it's very possible some of them could be disguised too.
Weren't they trying to hide within the crowd?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think so. So I think we need to be on the lookout. We're not looking for what we're expecting, I think.
Yeah.
I tap you and I point at my eyes and I'm like motioning, we need to get eyes on sand.
Yeah. I look at Ellie and I'm like, what do you think, Ellie?
I think we better be on guard for anything. Look for anyone who seems disconnected, I think. I think that would be the best. I don't know how else to describe it.
That's really good. Yeah, all the cultists, their eyes were blank, like zombies.
Okay.
I think you may have a point there. You're going to hear chanting all throughout this crowd. I don't know if you've been to one of these rituals before, but
No.
Everybody gets into it at some point. What you need to be looking for are people that are paying less attention to the ritual and maybe more to themselves, I guess.
Alright, so they seem zonked out in any sort of way. That's a good sign then.
Targus.
Is Sand leading this ritual, or is somebody else leading this ritual?
There is someone else leading this ritual. There's an older lass, older human that is kind of. You could see that she was talking to multiple of the others in white robes. She is beginning to lead the others in the half circle in a chant that is beginning to rise.
Targus, is there a way that we kill some of the cultists ourselves and sacrifice them to you? Would that help you capture their souls?
If you kill some of the cultists, I could certainly trap their souls in the net, yes.
If we kill them as a sacrifice to you versus them sacrificing themselves to Sand, that doesn't change. It doesn't make it easier for you.
Well,
they don't go straight to you, do they?
Not exactly, no. I would have to run a bit of a ritual just to trap them myself.
Got it.
I think maybe we just prepare to fight Sand to capture him. As soon as we see Sand, we let loose.
Yeah.
Do our best to capture him. Wait till then.
And
I was going to hide away until I saw him.
Yeah.
What was once a whisper has now come to a low roar, as you've noticed over the time that you've talked that the moon is sailing high above the sky, and Vera is now halfway across Nura's path. It's starting to form the shape of a crescent moon. And you can see out in the distance the lake. The light of Nura is reflecting off the lake, slowly moving towards the island to you.
Is Dango and them taking a ferry over here? Because originally we had made the plan that the now freed slaves were going to be on the island with us, helping us.
There are some slaves with you, maybe a smattering of about 10.
Just 10, and including Dango?
Including Dango.
Okay. Do we have anything to help these guys out?
Hey, we've got a bit of the equipment that we stole from Door Shop. Some of us are magic users, so I imagine we'll be able to at least take some of the edge off.
Okay.
You hear the crowd begins to join in the chant. Geist! One! Geist! Just on a loop. As everybody give me a perception check.
Come on, one of us
9.
has to get it. Oh no.
19.
Okay.
10.
10.
1.
No!
Oh,
no.
That's our first natural one, everybody.
Shit. Okay.
What fucking timing?
Who betted against Goon?
I did.
Night. Okay. Then the rest of
It
us
was a
have
perception
disadvantage.
check, and I got hearing loss, guys. And narratively, it makes sense.
That is true. That is true.
Sean bet on Goon. He's going to be getting free inspiration. Justin abstained, so he will not be getting any penalty, but the rest of us will all get disadvantage on our next roll.
Fuck.
Very natural.
Who got above a 10? Just Halen. Halen,
What's
you can
your
see
LIC?
there's maybe about almost like a couple dozen people in white robes in the half circle. And they're around this crescent pool. And you notice as the light comes almost to the pool that multiple people start moving towards the pool. And
It's a specific, there's this group moving towards the pool while others are not.
there are a smattering of people that are individually moving towards the pool while many are not. You can even see with a 19 that a few of the people that are staying in place give these people an odd look. And each of these people are holding on to their chest as they move forward.
Guys, there's a small group moving towards the pool in the center. I think those are occultists.
It's go time.
Yeah.
Have you seen sand yet?
I haven't seen sand.
You
So,
know,
but we
he's
can
out
all
there.
see this now that he pointed it,
Yeah.
right? Okay. I think they're going to bring him out of the water.
I'm pointing at you and I'm like, what's going on? I'm motioning what's going on.
I'll just give you a thumbs up.
Excellent. He goes back to what he was doing.
That's
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
That's all I can
Charvalko
communicate.
is talking to me now.
With this, you see the people moving forward, and the wind begins to pick up all around you. Most of the crowd doesn't seem to pay too much mind, but the rest of you start to see a growing number of particles join the wind as a flurry of sand circles the entire ritual courtyard.
As it's forming, I look up at, because I imagine we're probably all standing next to each other as this is like transpiring. I pull my goggles up because it's nighttime now, and I look at Mei. I imagine Mei standing next to me, and I just like out to the side to her. It wasn't mine, the gem. It wasn't mine.
Oh,
Someone gave that to me.
okay. Anyways, sorry that you lost it anyway.
As we make our way there, I'm going to, in a flurry, or not a flurry, but like a surge, I'm going to use all 4 of my sorcery points. And I'm going to give...
Sorcery points?
Sorry, my chronomancer points.
Okay.
And I'm going to give action to Halen, Buffgate, and Mei, and I'm going to cast instant replay on myself.
It seems like a lot of things. How is there any casting time on any of those
No,
things?
they're all instant.
He's going balls to the wall.
Damn. Like,
This is Thanos.
I'll allow it.
It's all either an action or a bonus action.
I will allow it. But you do notice as the sand picks up all around you, much of the crowd is starting to notice this as well, and they are breaking off in droves in screaming fear.
Yeah, I'm gonna set Alexi down and kind of point him towards that direction to get him to get
Towards the pool.
yeah
Okay.
towards the where the swirling.
The swirling is like you're in the eye of the storm.
Oh,
So during your guys' next turn, you have an additional action.
You see most of the crowd is running off in utter chaos, but the half circle around the crescent moon pool have not stopped their ritual and are right slowly raising their arms as the moon, the eclipse of the moon, and the light begins to line up with the pool.
And they're chanting like
they are
loud and
they're chanting very loudly, and you can see that there are probably close to 20-30 cultists
and
that are closing in on them, holding their chests, chanting along with them.
So there's a group, there's one group, central group?
No, I think they're just all in a circle around the pool.
There is one central group in a half circle around the crescent moon pool.
That's the people that gravitated towards it, right, and grabbed their chests.
Okay. So, and it's 20 of them.
The real cultists.
Okay. And, okay, so at that group, I know I was going to use this on Sand specifically, but I'm going to cast silence in that group that's chanting. So I want to disrupt this chant.
And that's so good. Of the white or the people in the crowd?
Yeah,
or the people moving.
They're clumped up, right?
They're clumped up, yes.
Yeah, the clump.
Okay, that is so good.
I'm going to cast silence in the middle so that their chants can't be heard.
Okay.
Does it affect all 20 of them?
I think you broke it. I think you broke it.
What's the range on the silence? Because there's 20 of them. I mean, that's going to be...
It's a 20-foot radius, right? Or was it a 20-foot diameter? I remember asking if it was radius or diameter before.
It was radius.
And I think it was radius. But it might have been 10-foot radius, making it a 20-foot diameter.
No, it was 20-foot radius.
Oh, okay, so it's 40.
So it's 40-foot diameter.
Pretty big.
That's pretty big. The chanting around the circle, they automatically feel their voices leave as they are trying to chant, and they are looking at each other panicked as they're trying to figure out what to do. You see these columns that you were surrounded by were lighting up as well, but now the columns are starting to form cracks as the rest of these chanters of the Crescent Moon ritual, they're trying to figure something out. Anyone give me an odds or evens? Anyone? Evens? That's an 11. You can see the lead caster is trying to perform some sort of disenchanting spell to get rid of the silence, but the columns crack to their foundation as sand comes down and forms his normal body on the opposite side of the pool. You're looking at it. This is one of the few times that he has not appeared with a smile on his face. He, oddly enough, looks frightened.
Schmigley, how many bombs were you able to make?
I made 3 of them.
You guys think this is a good time to get rid of some cultists while they're all clumped up?
Or we hit sand.
We gotta hit sand.
There's a lot of collateral damage too. There are actual ritual casters that
are still around them.
They're in the center of the pool. You see Targus looks at Mika and nods and looks at the rest of you. It's now or never.
How close are we? Can you set it up for us where he is compared to us?
You can see that Randall Flagg has
sand.
Fuck.
Go back.
Me.
No.
Randall Sand has appeared in full form opposite of the pool that you are standing in front of. You feel a rumble in the earth as the column and the pool and the podium that you're standing on begin to split. The columns fall down. The ritual casters that were chanting before have now completely fled the scene in pure, unadulterated fear. as they run directly past you, not even paying you any mind. You see Sand come down, and he tries to speak, but no words seem to be coming out. As rumbles all around, and you can see multiple groups of people that were originally walking towards the pool have now turned towards you. Everyone, roll me initiative.
I got 22.
20 for Goonie.
I got a 21 the first time. So it's a 10.
I would have had a 16, but I now have to go with a 7.
I did get a 16.
Okay. Guess who Guess who just rolled a natural 1, everyone? Randall Sand.
Good old Randy Glass.
Randy Glass.
No.
It's right here on this purple die. It's a big, beautiful one.
That's perfect. My eyes are purple.
See, if you hadn't rolled the first one, that would have been my first one, and I would have won. So it's your fault.
I'm going to reel it back in, everybody. Here's our initiative order. It's going to be Goon first.
Yeah.
Halen. Jeff Buffgate.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's allies.
Who gives a shit? Oh.
Charvalko. Melee.
Wait.
Randall Sand. And then, lastly, his followers. Everybody, roll me a dex save.
At least we got the disadvantage out of the way.
A dex save?
Yes, dex save.
14.
17.
18.
15.
15.
No way, nice. So, you feel the ground shake beneath you, and large chasms begin to split in the stone. And you notice that Targus falls prone and is holding on to one of the ledges, almost falling into the earth. The rest of you are able to, dodge nimbly off of some of the cracks forming.
Dodge the earthquake.
You dodge the earthquake.
Easily.
Nimbly.
Jumped at the perfect time.
And for all intents and purposes, Targus is prone. So we can go on to Goon.
Are we attacking?
Yep.
Okay. Then my big old gauntlets, spin around, and I get up into this big suit of armor. So now I'm, just about 6 feet tall. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash forward. And I'm gonna throw a lightning lure at Randy and try and pull him prone.
Alrighty. Give me that roll.
18 plus 4.
6 plus 3.
Oh,
Jeez.
so I totally won. So I pull Randy's Sand to the ground. I slam him to the ground.
Yeah, you catch one of his ankles, and in his fervor at what's happening, he falls
I do
face first.
6 lightning damage to him, and he is prone. And I will end my turn.
Awesome. That'll be going off to Halen.
Alright, I'm going to use my bonus action to take off my backpack with the bow on it. And then I'm going to open the bag, I'm just putting my quiver down in the bag.
Okay.
So I have nothing on me. I want to fight him face to face. I hate this man so much.
Okay. Dramatic. Gotcha.
I'm going to charge forward. With Dread Ambusher, my first deal, I get 40 feet instead of 30.
So you can move basically each one of those spaces is 5 feet.
He did 30, right?
He did a 30 and a dash.
30 and a dash?
So he did 60 in one turn.
All right. So I'm going to punch, and I know that when you went to hit him, you put the dagger into his backbone. I'm punching at his backbone with jab, left hand jab, right at his backbone for the first, for my attack action.
Just with your fisty fists?
Yeah, I'm just punching him. I'm just punching him.
And he's prone, so you get an advantage.
Yes, you do.
It's just a D20 if I'm using fists.
It'll be
Plus
just
Plus your dex.
Plus my dex?
I think it's strength, actually. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Unless he's a monk.
Yeah.
13.
13.
With advantage?
Yeah, the other one was 8.
He rolls out of the way as your fist connects with hard stone,
I'm punching with my other hand.
and you come down with your left. Give me that roll.
No, this one's my right. 20.
20.
Did you get an nat 20?
I got 20. That's the first one I've gotten the entire
That's a
game.
nat.
nat
Wait,
20.
that's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 20.
Fuck yes! Oh
out the
right,
cards.
Yeah, that's a crit.
That's a critical hit. We're pulling out the cards right now.
We haven't used these yet.
I didn't
Pick
know.
a card, any card.
This one's speaking to me.
You read it, and it should be.
Do I have to use a specific one of these?
What is
It's
this
going to be the
bludgeoning
one
damage?
with the hammer and mace symbol.
Plain and simple. This attack deals maximum damage.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a solid 4 damage as you
it be-
connect with his spine. Just
Is it not still doubled? Because
it's not doubled anymore.
Yeah, the card said maximum damage.
Spinal punch.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or spinal tap.
Hi. Ooh.
I don't. The left hand that hit the ground, there's oil coming out of my hand, and then the right hand that went into him.
So you had something
I had
in your
the
fist.
I had the vials in my fists.
So you had the vials of oil in your fist as you.
When I punched him, so they're going to be cracking pretty bad in my hands when I hit him.
Give me a straight D20 roll.
It's a 10.
You feel as you connect with his spine, the vial shatters in your hand, and you immediately recoil as this oily, viscous liquid seeps in into Randall Sand's spine and into your now open wounds. Give me a d6 of damage, if you would, please.
4.
That's going to be 4 damage to you. Now give me an odds or evens, Justin.
Evens.
Evens? 16. You notice the oil starts to seep through and cover a large swath of Randall Sand's torso. You can see he's looking at you as he cranes his neck back at you. You have never seen such fury in any person's eyes, including your lieutenant that trained you on the Crystal Wall. He's pissed. He just wishes that he could actually talk right now.
He's as mad as a drunken stepdad.
It's perfect because he's going to beat the shit out of me just like a stepdad would.
Like a redheaded stepchild. And we're going
Too close to home?
That is going to bring us around to Jeff Buffgate.
All right. So first, I'm gonna let Alexei do his action for the familiar, moves. It has his own action.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gonna move. He's gonna move forward and do the thing that we've been training all afternoon.
Odds or evens?
Evens.
17. You can see Alexei has the glasses in his long ass tongue, and he's kind of like hopping. He hops towards Sand, and then kind of looks at the glasses, flips them around, and kind of puts them on him. And he's kind of checking himself out in the reflection of the pool. And he unfortunately does not put the glasses on Sand.
All right. So I'm gonna move closer as far as I can. Lexi, you did your best, and I'm gonna use Mage Hand and get the glasses and put them on Sand myself.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand roll with advantage, if you would, please.
Nat 20.
Well, I guess that these sunglasses, you see these sunglasses float effervescently right on over and just whoop, perfect fit right on to, and you can see Sand is definitely struggling at this point.
And with my bonus action, I'm going to turn to Mei and give her Bardic Inspiration.
Nice.
Mei, he's blind and deaf. Go in. Tie him down. Do whatever you got to do.
Thanks, Jeff.
Was that the end of your turn, Jeff?
I'm gonna with my that's bonus action. With my extra action, I'm gonna pull out my rapier and just have it ready. Yeah, I never use it.
I had no idea you had a weapon. I thought you just had your fingers.
So that'll be the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right.
Is it an action to pull out a weapon?
Yeah. Normally, I think.
That's going to bring us around to the allies' turn. You see, Targus looks at Mika and grabs her shoulder, nods at her, and Mika smiles as she blinks out of existence and immediately appears in the middle of the ritual circle. You can see Targus is holding his amulet above him, and he slams it down into the ground as a web of lights blaze out and falls around you in an 80-degree radius, or an 80-foot radius. So that's double the size of the circle.
It's huge.
It's a big circle.
It comes out to here.
It's a big old net, and those jungle gyms, the dome-shaped ones.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You can see an ethereal jungle gym that you are now inside.
It's like the glass dome in The Simpsons movie.
If it's an 80-foot radius, it's 4 times the size. Because this is a 20. This is a 20-foot radius.
This should be 40.
This is
my mistake.
40 feet across.
40 diameter, 20-foot radius,
right,
which means that if it's an 80-foot radius, then it's
I'm gonna hold.
It's 160-foot diameter.
I'm gonna hold to that.
So it'll be the entire map that we have in front of us.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hold to that.
Awesome.
So that'll be Targus's and Mika's turn. Dango is going to immediately run up to some of these cultists right over here, and he's going to give them a nice little attack. First one is 3. That's going to be a hard miss. He's going to go for a multi-attack. 13. Yeah, you can see him munching on a banana after he just seized up on the first hit. And just like Popeye, his muscles get bigger as he eats this banana, and he comes down, and he comes.
The amount of times this man cramps up is amazing. The moment he cramped, he just shoved the banana in his mouth to attack again, knowing it would happen.
He has a weapon in one hand and always a banana in the second.
He has just a bushel on his belt.
He has a banana holster. You think it's for a gun, but it's actually
he has a fucking
bananas.
bullet belt around him. It's just bananas.
It's basically Diddy Kong.
He has a banana bandolier.
He comes down at this cultist and just smacks the shit out of him, and that cultist is dang old dithery dead. Dead.
One strike?
One strike.
Can we know how much damage he did?
One shot in Curious Georgia.
Well, I wasn't going to roll his damage.
Oh, okay. That's fine. It's fine.
Let me roll. 6.
His banana hammock
3.
actually has.
He hit him for 9 damage.
That killed him.
And that killed him.
9? Let's fucking go, dude.
And the cultists are just wimpy,
fodder.
little wimpy.
Oh,
They want to die.
They're just people.
They want to die, technically.
That man he just killed, went to his mom, is doing a Doctors Without Borders thing, Mom, I'm gonna save the world.
Oh God, yeah.
Don't do that. That's horrible.
That's amazing.
That's horrible.
That.
And there's only one more ally on your... Wait, 2 more. Damn it. So, RNG Price runs up alongside of Dango, and he just looks at one of the cultists, and he's like, "Oh, looks like someone could use a hug." And straight up into the air, and once again you can hear someone screaming as they fall, and their bones as they connect with the stone floor.
Are we the baddies?
Imagine how terrifying it would be if Sand could see that. Just see this guy jump 30, 40 feet vertical and just drop one of his allies.
Price comes back down to the ground and just beaming. And now it's Ellie's turn, and Ellie's looking around like, "What the hell should I do? What do you want me to do?"
Shoot fireballs at Helen Keller.
Whoa!
Nice.
Well, I thought she liked water, but okay.
Buffgate is in the silence beam. He can't say that.
No, I'm not.
No,
he's
he's
not.
not.
Yeah.
Does it have a distance? She's right here.
She's some sort of sea hag. Like she communicates through water. It's weird. I don't know. Ellie moves up.
She's really handsy.
Sand, Ellie. Shoot sand.
And Ellie moves up to Buffgate's side and does as such. Fires a fireball centered on Sand. That's going to also connect with Halen and Goon.
Does Ellie happen to be an evocation wizard?
As the fireball is flying towards us, I'm looking at you and I'm like, it just sounds like everything's underwater. And I turn and I'm going to use my reaction to absorb elements to protect me and Halen.
Oh, snap.
Does it help me too?
I don't know if the DM lets me.
You look.
What is it?
You look behind you as you see Ellie fork out her fingers, and a giant fireball comes headed your way, and you grab onto Halen's shoulder as you see this, and the fireball connects with Randall Sand.
Is it a silent explosion? Like
it is a silent explosion.
Just see it,
like
feel it explode.
I'm gonna have to have both Goon and Halen make a dexterity save, and Randall Sand will also be making one at disadvantage because he is still prone.
Dexterity
and blind. Oh, he can't even see. He doesn't know what's going on.
He is dodging. He gets a dexterity save at disadvantage.
Ours is just a straight roll, right?
Yours is a straight roll, yes.
Oh, it's not saving? Wait,
sorry, saving.
Dex.
It's going to be a dex saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
So +6 for you, Halen.
So I stand still in this and don't try to dodge the fireball. I'm just going to try and absorb damage with absorb elements.
Fair enough.
I got a 9.
9?
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
And a 4.
I want the pain. I'm thinking of Tommy Mommy still.
It's just kind of all you could owe it up to is a curse by Tessia. Randall situates himself directly between the fireball and you two. He got his dexterity save and won
He's
it.
blind and deaf.
He's prone.
He got
blind, deaf, and prone.
he got a 14 and a 15.
He's made of sand.
Doesn't he automatically? I thought you would automatically fail a dex saving throw if you're prone.
I mean, honestly, yeah, the fact that he's blind, I don't think he would see it coming.
And it's silent
He stumbles.
explosion.
He just stumbles out of the way.
And it's silence.
No, there's no language on dexterity saving throws against prone.
Oh, okay. So you rolled out of the way or something.
Yeah, he rolled in between. Like
Which direction did he roll?
he probably rolled like in like, he positioned himself, like, the fireball that was coming at you, he rolled to position the fireball, like, between him and you, Halen. But he barely moved. So, like, he kind of just rolled and positioned himself, like...
That sounds like he rolled through some oil.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
That sounds like he rolled through some oil.
Fair enough.
And he still gets caught on fire, it's just half damage.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm going to roll 8d6 damage for all of you to take.
Wait, you roll 8 separate d6s?
Yes.
And add them
then
together?
add all of those together, and each of you are going to take that much damage.
Up to 48.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So just to be clear, I used absorb elements, so I have resistance to the incoming damage type.
You will be taking half as well as Halen.
And I absorbed 6 fire damage.
I take half too?
I failed the dex save.
You failed the dex save, but you could have had it cut down to a quarter, basically. But with your absorbed elements, you're going to be taking half of that off of you and Halen, I think you said. So
if you'll allow me to, yeah. If I can shield both of us.
I'll allow it in this
Steam
instance.
vents open up on your back and suck in the flame.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a lot of ones.
All ones?
Nice.
That's 4 ones
Nice.
and 3
4
4s.
What?
3 4s, so 16.
So 16 total damage,
Half though?
So 8.
halved for the 2 of you, and also halved for Randall Sand. So he will be taking 8. Now, I want anyone to give me an odds or an evens.
Odds.
That's a 4.
Oh.
So
try.
you can see some of the glass starts to form on the outer layer of sand, but he shifts and breaks it apart as it starts to form. Randall Sand is ignited, so he's
Does he have to roll?
he's gonna have to make rolls to not become glass. From there, we are going to go ahead and move on to Charvalko.
Okay. I'm going to run 30 feet, and then on my last step, I will leap and cast Misty Step as my bonus action, and get right up next to Sand and toss a torch on.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll with advantage, no bonus. Dexterity. You're in... Yeah, dexterity. You can add your dex bonus with advantage.
Plus 6, 17.
You notice, like, he sees you, like, raising the torch above your head.
He does,
It is nighttime.
but there's still moonlight.
Blind, right? Oh. Isn't he blind, though?
Yeah, because it has to be...
It has to be completely dark.
Yeah, it's dark vision, not...
So any
Not just
light,
nighttime.
any light that would go through would blind. But so, do I miss his AC?
You do miss his AC.
Okay,
He
then-
rolls out of the way. He's
Before
being
we started combat,
Oh, he's on fire. He's
rolling
he's
around,
just
stop,
rolling.
dropping, and rolling.
But
Yeah.
before we started combat, I cast instant replay on myself, so when I miss a target, I get to roll again.
Nice.
So would
Do
I
it
get
up.
to roll again with advantage still?
I'll allow it this time.
Okay, so kind
that
of like
makes
Doctor
sense.
Strange.
That makes sense. It's the same roll.
you're just
You still have
replaying
the
it.
same sort of advantage. He's still prone.
Okay,
So, yeah. Give
So
me
kind of like-
another roll with advantage.
kind of like in Doctor Strange, I just kind of appear again. Dormammu! I'm here to make a bargain.
Oh, you want to make a bargain with Sam?
That one's a 12. So 12 plus 6, 18.
An 18 hit.
Yes! Okay, so I dropped the torch on him.
He takes 4 fire damage. And Austin, would you go ahead and make a call out for odds or evens, please?
Go with
Say
your
evens.
intuition, Austin.
Say evens.
That's a 12, baby.
I was so close to revoking it and saying odds.
in the echoing rumbling of the earth, you can almost hear the clatter of dice hitting the ground, echoing around you, as you see the fire spreads throughout Sand's very being, and you can see his lips form an ear-splitting but silent "No!" as he forms into glass. He is now immobilized. He has, just like he has had before, he has reformed into a full skin of glass, with a visible skeleton appearing through inside. The ground is still rumbling beneath you, but Sand is incapacitated.
Sand is glass.
Sand is glass.
Do we get to make a morale check for all the cultists to see if they give up?
I'll roll a percentile.
What's a morale check?
Within 6 seconds, we took out
Their leader.
their leader.
And at him
And killed a few of them.
at him turning to glass, I'll drop the silence.
You can all hear around you, like the columns are starting to fall down all around you, and I rolled an 18 on my percentile. I was looking for under 20 for them to be demoralized. You see them as their leader is just completely, like, their leader has fallen beneath the knees of, who the fuck are these people? It didn't take much for them to scatter. They run the fuck out of here. You can see a few spirits circling around in the net, but all in all, there doesn't seem to be hardly anybody else in this circle with you, as the ground is still crumbling beneath your feet. You hear something come from the mainland. A long, low, almost like a horn, but the way that it reverberates through the hills, it's either not a horn or it's the largest horn that you've ever heard in your life. Just and your eyes go towards the sound as you look to the mainland. You can see Coven Corp Tower in the distance unravel as 3 tendril-like tentacles from this distance is your best guess unravel, and Coven Corp Tower has now basically disappeared, reformed, and you see these tendrils clamp down onto the ground, and you see the entire city of Crescent Lake is destroyed. You see these 3 tusks jutting out of this gigantic humanoid's maw. They each prehensilely seem to be searching the air for and catching what you can see are green shades of light out of the air.
Oh no.
That's what they needed the ritual for, is to keep that thing under wraps.
Yeah.
You can see Ellie now is, like, you look at Ellie and she's shaking her head, just saying to herself, no, this isn't how this was supposed to happen.
Ellie, what is that?
That is Babur.
I'm trying to stay
Okay,
frightened.
Yeah, how do you spell that? Let me just add.
It's a babur.
How do you spell babur? Is it B-A-B-U-R?
B-U-B-U-R.
Oh, I just got that.
What?
Is it Babar? Yeah. The Elephant King.
What is that?
We used to read him in French class. He's the Elephant King who wears a suit and has his own kingdom.
Oh my god.
Very cool.
Ellie looks at this creature. The Crescent Moon ritual has always been meant to keep this dead god under slumber, and now he's awoken and is walking the earth. And she seems worlds away as she says this. She is in pure awe as she stares at this dead, reincarnated god that just destroyed the only town that she has ever known.
At this point, May is still on the other side of the island, where she's away from the whole crowd with sand. So,
You didn't get to go.
yeah, I didn't get to go at all.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
There was a long amount, there was a lot of people to go through. Enemies didn't even get a turn.
Yeah.
There were supposed to be legendary actions for Sand, and he never got to use them. There was
Tactics.
We created a plan that actually worked for the
Yeah.
first time ever in D&D.
We released
Basically-
an old god.
That's true.
Oh, it
Yeah.
totally worked. That was my plan
Well,
all
you can
along.
s-
Our fight with
Yeah.
sand works.
Sand?
Little
Right
did
with
the
Sand.
audience know we intended to release this god the whole time.
I love elephants. I just want that to be canon.
and Horton. You can even see.
Call me who?
You even see for one of the first times that you've seen him, RNG Price's smile is gone. He is staring just as flabbergasted as Ellie, and he's like, "Oh, that is some bad luck." And with that, we are going to end our session.
Once Upon a Die is Cody White as our DM, Jonathan Curran as Goonie Makeshift, Grace Lee as May Lay, Justin Tuthill as Halen Van Lichtenstein, Austin Wolf as Charvalko, and myself, Sean McCallan, as Jeff Buffgate. Music is licensed by Dark Fantasy Studios. Additional credits can be found in the episode description. Don't forget to check out our social media pages on Instagram and TikTok at Once Upon a Die, and our Reddit channel, r/OnesUponADie, where you can comment, post your theories, or if you just want to chat. We'd love to hear how we can make a better listening experience for you. Thank you for listening, and until next time, have some fun and roll some ones.